Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. MMA Oddsbreaker here on a Sunday afternoon. Mr. Rama, last time we spoke, you're getting ready to fight Mike Hackert in MFC 36 back in February. It was kind of a toss-up matchup on paper. Like it looked like it was gonna be a toss-up matchup, and then you ended up breaking his face about 2:30 in the first round. You're 6-0 now. You're killing folks. You're fighting a 7-1 Chris Barnett, but he hasn't faced the same kind of competition that you have, and even though I think he hits just as hard, I don't think he's just as accurate with his punching. Break down Chris Barnett for me. How you see him when you watch tapes?
I see him as just an athletic guy, heavy set, short. He likes to brawl. He's fast, and that's pretty much all we see. He has really good kicks, and he's not much of a forward opponent. He kind of likes to wait for guys to come into him, and then he tries to exchange with them. He tries to brawl around. But other than that, that's all I see with him.
He's so much shorter than you.
Yeah.
It's is that gonna be a problem trying to make because all your punches now, no matter what, have to all go down on top of him to be able to do anything. Is that gonna be a difficult task? Fighting somebody that's this short.
Well, that's what we were training with Hacker, right? Is we were training to come from the outside in
Okay.
and punch downwards with that jab.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be a problem. I have good coaches and just gonna go out there and do the same thing I've always done, and that's what we've worked on and planned out for the fight, and it should be fine.
You're 6 foot, weighing about 253. He's 5'9", weighing about 265. So he's very fire pluggish, like very small, very short but very round, kind of all the way around. Um, who did you bring into your training camp to help you kind of mimic Chris's style and Chris's? You there? Sorry, I lost you there for a second. Did you bring anybody in specifically to mimic Chris's style?
We have a couple boxers and stuff like that, but nothing. You can't find people that fight like certain people. Chris is really different. With Hacker, we could have brought in a few boxers and stuff like that, but we're not gonna find a short, heavy guy that can move as well as Chris, right? And I'm trying to bring in as many guys as I can, shorter, faster guys, bigger, stronger guys, just so I can have every aspect kind of down. And other than that, no, we couldn't find anybody like Chris, but we'll be fine.
It's not a question really if you're gonna be fine or not. Because obviously, even I mean, like I said, you've only had 6 professional fights. You've won all of them. 3 KOs, 3 submissions. You pretty much can go anywhere you want to finish a fight. If this gets to the ground, what kind of techniques you have to use when you're on top of Chris? Is it gonna be more of a ground and pounding matchup? Or are you gonna be looking for a quick submission, trying to grab like a rear naked choke or a Kimura or something?
When I'm on the ground, I'll take what I can get. Right. I try to focus more on positioning and pressure. I try to keep the pressure on the person and good position and to stay heavy and make sure the person doesn't get out of that position. So whether I get a submission or I get the TKO, that's really up to what happens, what Chris does, I guess. But when I get on top, believe me, I'm staying there and the fight will end.
You're of your 6 fights, 3 of them have been in the MFC. This is now your seventh fight. This will be your fourth fight in MFC. Is MFC going to be your long-term home for Canada?
Hopefully, it depends on the offers I get and the future, right? We don't know what it holds, but for now, the only thing I'm thinking about is Chris Barnett and the MFC title. And I'm not planning ahead. Hopefully the UFC calls, but for now, MFC is my home, and if they give me a good offer, I'd love to stay there. Like I say in every interview, Mark treats me really well.
Yeah.
He runs a great promotion, and the competition's tough. Every fight, it gets harder and harder. I love it. It's a great show. I love being there. I'm happy to be there, and I'd be happy to re-sign with them anytime.
Mark and Scott Zier, they do a really good job of kind of putting on for Canada, getting on a lot of you guys some notoriety over here in North America, so that we can see you down in the States as well, up in Canada. We can kind of get some looks at you. Have you noticed an increase of your fan base, whether it be at Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything, where you've seen an increase because of your record now and the fact that you are getting a lot more TV time with MFC?
somewhat. But me, I try to stay away from that social media. A lot of people like to go out there and talk and all that kind of stuff, and that's cool, right? That's part of the whole MMA game and being on television and whatnot. But I like to focus just on training, and that's always going to be my main focus. So no offense to any fans or anybody. If I see somebody on the street and they say hi, cool. I'm a friendly guy. I'll be cool with them and everything. But I won't go out of my way to go and try to make friends. I don't have time for that. I have a lot of training to do. Goals I've set to go out there and achieve.
Perfect. I like it. Well, thanks for coming on with us here on a Sunday afternoon. I know it's you'd rather be sitting around watching TV and getting your one rest day in that you have. So I appreciate you taking a couple minutes to be with us, and good luck May 10th up there in Edmonton with Chris Barnett. It's the main event, title fight. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly this fight gets over, because I really think the fight's not going to get much out of the first round. I just think you're too much for him to handle in any aspect of that game. So I would prefer to see you knock him out, but I'll be more than happy if you give him a submission too. So.
Whatever happens, happens. I'm prepared for everything, and you know that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Bo. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks a lot, Frank. Take care.